This
And
is
that can
how
be a good
the
lead magnet.
yeah,
That can be a good lead magnet that we are
exactly,
having conversation
exactly.
earlier.
Yeah, this is
People will
how the
share email to
world is
get.
working. So, welcome everyone to the second episode of the show, The Strategist by Harrison Co. Today we have Aman Agarwal as a host. Aman Agarwal is a, co-founder of Excellent Media, and he is a kick-ass email marketer, I would say. Now, the reason why I have invited Aman Agarwal to this particular show is that email marketing is some area where a lot of people think, okay, email marketing do not work right now. We have a lot of other areas, the Facebook ads, so Google ads, and all these things we'll have to take care in the beginning. And email marketing is not somewhere we need to invest a lot. And I've been watching Aman's profile, LinkedIn profile, for a lot of months. I would say I have seen him posting a lot of results which he and his gang would bring in front of the people. And I started thinking, oh my God, Harris, you are way behind email marketing. People are going crazy here. So I want the same message to be reached out to a lot of people. So that's the sole reason why when I was thinking about email marketing, when we started taking email marketing as a very serious thing in recent times, when we started D2C as a service. So that's the sole reason when I thought, okay, email marketing, we need a guest host session for email marketing. I don't have any other name in my mind than Aman, because you have come to our profile too many times with the results which you show for, I mean, which you give for your clients. So with that, welcome Aman to the show. Welcome once more. The pleasure is ours hosting you. Yeah.
Thanks, Harris, and your entire team for like setting up this thing, man. Feel excited.
Great, great, great. Aman, so I wanted to start with you giving a brief like introduction, and how did you why did you choose email marketing as your niche? Like, email marketing agency is still, a lot of people want, like a lot of people don't want to niche their areas as an email marketer. So like a lot of people hesitate, a lot of people think that, okay, I will not be able to make a lot of money over there. So what made you think different when it comes to this particular niche?
Yeah, so like straight away, a good question for like many people. So it is like I started like currently also our main focus is both on advertising and email marketing. So we started as an advertising agency, purely advertising, like just focusing on acquisition and getting new customers on the store. And then we saw like we were freshly starting into D2C marketing. So then we saw that these are the businesses who really profit when they get repeat customers. So it's like a McDonald's business. So
I agree.
McDonald's like takes a loss on
Yeah.
the like first sale of a burger, but behind then the ROI is higher. So when they sell more products and like in the funnel, then they make a profit. So we saw the same thing, like ads were running good and all, but the business was not making much profit. Then we saw people doing, like we have a couple of friends who are who are into like specifically email marketing. They are even doing really good. So we saw their results and we saw, yeah, this is something that we should give a shot. Like maybe we are not yet the experts, but we know how to do stuff. So like
Yeah.
we are self-run advertisers by profession. I am a civil engineer and I came into
Okay.
digital marketing. So like this couldn't be something that we can't figure out. So we just started with like we use Klaviyo, the software that we use for email marketing, and we just started for our first client. And right from the first month, the like email got us around 25 to 30% of revenue for the entire store.
Great.
So right from the first month, we saw something that is like, yeah, it is incredibly powerful, and like it is very much underrated. So there how we started.
Great, 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 great. So you are a civil engineer by profession and now email marketer. I mean, civil engineer by student and email marketer by
Education, yeah.
profession. Yeah, that's great. So I want to take this podcast as a very like very simple way. Like I want everyone to understand like the basics of. So that's the sole reason why I'm putting this particular question in front of you. Like if I am a beginner, how do I become an email marketer? Where not just an email marketer, an email marketer who can deliver results. What are the tools or what are the basic learnings I should take before I begin with this journey?
Perfect. Perfect. So if you want to do anything with email marketing, the first thing that you should be able to do is learn copywriting.
Great,
That is the first step.
great,
That is a, like, I won't even call it a first step. That is a prerequisite. If
great.
you are not good with copies, getting result sending emails is not a big thing. Like we do it every day. You send me email, I send you an email. But
Yeah,
when we are asking people, or when we want them to drive to a call to action, when we want them to take action,
yeah,
then copywriting comes into play. Copywriting is simply about asking people to take some action. So
exactly.
copywriting is a prerequisite. Then yeah, you need to learn how to like talk to people, how to make it conversational. We'll have to first unlearn what we have learned on schools, because
Okay.
that is not how real communication happens. In
Yeah,
emails, that we don't talk about we don't talk like corporate leaders, or like corporates doing a job.
yeah.
So we have to learn to make it human. Conversational copywriting is what we call it.
Okay,
And that is what gets more business, that is what gets more results.
okay,
So that is a prerequisite. And later, yeah, you can, there are plethora of tools that you can use, whichever does the job for you.
okay,
One thing
okay.
is a prerequisite that I will call it is copywriting. So
Okay,
start there.
okay. Yeah, copywriting, I would say copywriting is a backbone of entire digital marketing because copywriting
Definitely.
has to do a lot of things with psychology. And at the end of the day, it's just you are talking to someone, a human being. It's not you're talking with, I mean, you're playing with algorithm. That's a great,
Right.
great, great point. I mean, thank you so much. So you have mentioned about a tool called Klaviyo. Like, how do you pick? I mean, there's a lot of tools out there in email marketing, and a lot of
Right.
people have a problem like which tool to use, why should I use this tool? And every tool is best, every tool says that okay, we will give you maximum open rights. So how do you get into a conclusion that this is the tool which I need to use for my clients or for myself?
Right. So there are a plethora of tools, as I said, and but they have specialties. Like we use Klaviyo for e-commerce, because that's the reason. Because with Klaviyo we get a lot of automations, and the integration is very much seamless with Shopify stores. Like,
Okay,
so it is made specifically for e-commerce, and it works. I can say it is the best in the
okay,
space right now.
okay,
But
great.
when you come into the space like generic email marketing, like if you are into coaching, or if you have your own newsletter, or if you want to sell, like do affiliate marketing, then I would suggest Active Campaign is a tool, because
Okay,
it is one of the biggest companies in email marketing right now,
okay,
and has a great support team. And I have used the Active Campaign back in my days.
okay,
So that is a great tool again. So I can say the market leaders here are Active Campaign for any generic use, and for e-commerce it is Klaviyo. Any
okay,
other tool
okay,
you can, like Mailchimp, it is good for starters, but I would prefer, because if you are serious about doing email marketing, if you want good deliverability rates, if you want good open rates and all, then Mailchimp I won't suggest, I would recommend. I would ask you to invest a bit more on Active Campaign or Klaviyo, and then get started with it.
great, great, great. So I would pick Active Campaign and Klaviyo for D2C specifically, and Active Campaign other than Klaviyo. Great, great,
Perfect.
great. So the next question is also simple. Like I'm a very beginner. I want to build my email list. Okay. So before I talk about how to build the email list, let's talk about why to build an email list. Okay. Because unless you have a strong why to take care of your emails, take care of your subscribers, there's no point in learning how to. So why is that email marketing is still so relevant? Why is it important in like 20 to build a email list according to you?
Right. Right. So, like, I'm just sharing a story. Like, initially, when I started, like, when I moved from civil engineering to digital marketing, the first place I worked at was affiliate marketing.
Okay.
So I used to work for someone who used to say, like, do affiliate marketing, and email was the backbone of not email was not just a thing there. Email
Yeah.
was the backbone of their business. The
Okay.
email list was the backbone of their business. So in that case, what happened was like everything that we did involved emails. There were like complicated flows. There were like 4 or 5 email sequences we were doing. That was kind of pro stuff there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So basically, what I'm coming my point here is building an email list is there is a concept called having 1,000 true fans.
Yeah.
So if you have 1,000 true fans, then you will you will never sleep hungry.
Yeah.
You can sell them anything. If you have
Exactly.
1,000 true fans, you can sell them anything.
Exactly.
So and with emails, the best part is you don't have influence. You have nothing to influence them. It's
Yeah.
just your words.
Yeah.
So you can send them, you can recommend them something, or you can just have share something that comes over your mind. You can recently we have seen like so many people starting with newsletters. It is back again in the trend. So
Yeah.
earlier it started, then it got dropped, and now many people are using. So email, people thought it was dead, but we can say it is live again, back again. So that's how it is. Email list is really important because having an email list is kind of your own source of traffic. So if you
Exactly.
have anything to sell, if you want to drive traffic to any website or whatever you want to do, for Facebook ads you need to pay Facebook. For Google ads you need to pay Google. But for email you no need to pay to anyone.
Exactly. It's just you have a control of datas, and you decide whenever you want to go in front of them. So
Exactly.
with that, that leads to my next question. How to build a list? Like I'm going step by step so that the listeners, audience, make it very easy. So we have identified why it is so important to build a list and which platform to start. Now the question is how to build a list. Like let's say I want to build my 100 or 1,000, at least 0 to 1,000 email list. What is your go-to strategy for that?
So like building a list depends a lot on what I want from my list.
Exactly.
So if I solely want to make money from my list, like I said in affiliate marketing, it is
Yeah.
there are some people who don't even have a name. They just
Yeah.
have some brand name, and from that name they build a list. They promote products, they recommend products, and they make money.
Yeah.
So if that is a thing, then the way would be different. If you are trying to build a what do you say personal brand, which you say, or you want to become a thought leader in your space, so
Yeah.
in that case the strategy will be a bit different.
Yeah.
So in both cases, one thing common that would remain is you'll have to provide something in exchange of their email. That is how
Exactly.
you get an email list.
Yeah.
It sometimes can be your lead magnet.
Mhm.
Like if you're giving it was earlier people used to give free ebooks and all,
Yeah.
but it has become a little bit gimmicky these days. People
Yeah.
don't really they saw what is happening behind,
Yeah. Yeah.
so people don't really care. But if you are upfront and if you really provide something of value, then people are ready to exchange their email. So
Yeah.
you can build something valuable. You can build ebook. You can build if you are into coding, then you can build some softwares. You can give them away.
Mhm.
And there are couple if you have a YouTube channel, or if you do some kind of content creation,
Mhm.
then you can ask them to subscribe to your email list, because you keep sending some information,
Yeah.
some specific information. So that is how you can get started basically.
Okay, okay, great, great, great. So, yeah, so now we have the why, we have the how. It's always a lead magnet, but as you told, a very important point you have mentioned, lead magnet has become like a gimmick. Like now we know
Yeah,
why are they doing it, because they want our data, and so that they can come back again and again and again. So, you
hmm,
need to come up with some kind of valuable thing which audience think that okay, this person has like builds like you need to build a credibility also in whatever you do.
credibility.
Great, great,
Exactly.
great. Now I have an email list of let's say 1,000. Like, what is the next step? Like should I start selling them in the next week or next day, or what should be my go-to strategy so that they stay with me forever, they open my email forever? Like I know, like I get a lot of frustrating emails where they start selling to me in the next moment. I don't check their mail at all. So what according
Right.
to you should be the go-to strategy once you have the list?
Right. So again comes back to the same point, what you want from your list. So if you just want to educate, whatever, simply add value. That will be one simple thing. if you have an audience who trusts you, if you have an audience who listens to you, then the worst you can do is sell them something. The best you can do is recommend them something that will help them. So
Wow.
if you have something in your mind, like if you have some tool, if you have some suggestion, some code, whatever it is, like doesn't matter. If you make, like sometimes in affiliate marketing while I was doing that, so sometimes it happened that we couldn't get an affiliate link of some product, some software, but we knew that this software was important for my list. So the decision here to make was, should I promote a crappy software because I am getting commission, or should I sell a good software even if I don't get a commission? So what we need to choose, like if we are in the long game, so if you're playing the long game, then simply we need to promote, or we need to recommend them what's best for them, not what's best for us.
Great, great, great. So the point you have mentioned, you should not sell them, make them buy from you. Like recommend them. Don't try to push them, push your product in their mouth. So
Exactly.
that is something which I think everyone has to take care. Like if you sound too salesy to me, then I'm never coming back to you. But if you are helping me, like through value building or recommending, if you are helping my lives
Yeah,
better, or if you're solving any pain point of mine and you're selling me subtly, then yes, I am there with
right,
me.
right.
So now
Yeah,
coming to, I know your niche is more on D2C spaces, e-commerce spaces. And
right.
like how, what is your strategy when it comes to D2C to make, like I know like there's a lot of touch points when it comes to e-com. Abandoned cart, there's a touch point called cart reminder, there's a touch point when they subscribe to newsletter, there's a touch point when they buy from you. So
Right.
if I have to ask you, like these are the touch points which we'll be taking the email IDs. So what is your the process specifically to make sure that we reduce the abandoned cart, we increase the profit by using email? So do you have any go to campaigns or go to strategies for exactly for that?
Yeah. So when we set up, like when we start with a fresh account, so we basically go with three flows, three automated flows. So like we set up a flow for someone who has abandoned the checkout, like who has reached a checkout,
Mhm,
shared their email with us, and
mhm.
now we can ask, like, but didn't go through the purchase.
Yeah.
So now we can reach them out. We have a 3 to 4 like email sequence.
Mhm.
We just try to reduce the churn. We try to
Yeah.
reduce the resistance.
Yeah.
So it may have happened that they forgot, or it may have happened that they are waiting for a, like they don't have money right now, or they want it for a lesser price,
Mhm.
or they are not maybe sure. Because with B2C, one major issue is uh, they don't, like sometimes brands are not as big as like the bigger D2C brands. There are
Yeah.
new players in the space, and you can trust for once on Amazon or Flipkart with their products, like
Yeah.
the service. But if any random D2C comes in place, then people have trouble trusting them. So that is one thing that you can sort in the abandoned checkout flow. We saw that as working. So that is abandoned checkout flow. That is one. We have a welcome flow that we call it. So in there, what we do is simply, like whenever someone comes to your website, it is a visitor.
Mhm.
So like even if they don't purchase, they are valuable for us, valuable
Yeah.
lead for us.
Yeah.
So we just give them some upfront offer, like give them a discount or give them something valuable, like
Yeah.
which values which they value, and
Yeah.
they will give you their email ID. And
Yeah.
then again, 4 to 5 step flows. Again, relevant to, like we'll have to keep in mind the customer journey, like
Mhm.
who the customer is and what their intent was while giving, like while they gave us the email.
Yeah.
So when they gave us the email on welcome flow, it
Mhm.
means they just visited our website.
Mhm.
They were there for a few seconds, so they liked what they saw, but they were
Yeah.
not yet completely sure should they go ahead and purchase. So we
Yeah.
give them some incentives, add some value, like tell them why our, like what our brand is all about.
Okay.
D2C is all about their stories. So what our brand is all about. So that is how we build a welcome flow. And the third one is simply a post purchase or post order, some people call it.
Mhm.
So there, what we do is once someone orders, then we just give a a simple thank you email, like where we
Mhm.
thank them for making a purchase, and then we recommend them some more products. Key, like if you bought this, so you might also be interested in this. It can be like if people, we call it here as cross selling. So we
Yeah.
can cross sell other products which are like which they, it can be useful for them. So these are the three basic automations that we look at.
Okay. So with that question, my next question comes related to that. So everything is numbers
Yeah.
speeds. Okay, you need to
Yeah.
be a number guy if you want to nail the entire digital marketing. If you don't play with the
True.
insights, then insights and psychology, I could add these both, then you are never a digital marketer, I would call. So
Yeah.
what are the metrics which we should take care when it comes to email marketing, when it comes to specifically D2C or e-commerce? What are the metrics
Mm.
we should be constantly checking? And how
Mm.
do we, like, open rate is a metric, and if
Yeah.
an open rate is a metric, how do we improve the open rate? So what are the metrics we should check, and how do we improve, like how do you measure and improve those metrics? What are the like things you do?
Okay. Cool. So for emails, basic two metrics that will do for you any day is open rates and the click-through rates.
Yeah,
So if you always, like, we in, especially in e-commerce, we most probably 99% of the times we have a call to action on our email. So we measure what is the click-through rates and
can
open
you
rates.
can you just
So
explain what is open rates and click through rates, just for our audience to understand?
yeah, definitely, definitely. So open rates is simply, if you're, like, for example, if you have a list of 100 people. So when you send to 100 people, it may happen that 99 people receive the email
Yeah,
on their inbox,
yeah,
because, like, sometimes due to server issue or something, one email gets bounced, for example.
yeah,
So out of those 99 emails that have landed on some people's inbox, it is how many people have chosen to open your email.
yeah,
So that percentage is basically the open rates that we call it.
yeah,
And open rates is something that decides, like, because if someone never opens your email, they never know what is inside.
exactly.
So that makes it a really crucial call, like, whatever metric.
Okay,
Because if you have very bad open rates, then you are never going to do good in email marketing.
yeah,
So that is the first. So that is what you can say. It is the gatekeeper of your, like, whatever you're trying to do. So
mhm,
once the gatekeeper is crossed, once they are into the email, then it is a matter of click through rates.
yeah,
So the entire copy of your email, the, like, whatever you're doing inside email, that will be that will be judged based upon your click through rates.
okay,
So click-through rates will simply specify ki, like, how good your email is, like, were they convinced even what you are trying to sell them or what you're trying to tell them, were they convinced or not, or they just opened emails. Like, many a times we send some campaigns with like a met type of copy. So in
yeah,
that place, open rates are good. Like,
mhm,
sometimes open rates are good, but people don't really like the email what we are trying to do. So, like, click-through rates are bad. So that
mhm,
simply specifies that copy was not that good, it was not relevant for them.
mhm.
So there we'll have to work upon.
Okay, okay, okay. So open rate and click through rates is two metrics which we need to which we need to take care very specifically. So when
Yes.
it comes to open rate, the subject is very important. Its subject is
Yes.
something which is matter at the end of the day. So do you have a tool, or do you have a way where you pick subject lines, or do you have a strategy for people to come up with subject lines?
My only strategy, like, our team only strategy is, like, we have two things in place. First is our own intention, like, how, like, what we think will work actually.
Yeah.
Second, we look, we look for inspirations. So
Okay.
one small hack that we use, that maybe you guys, like, anyone listening to this can also use. We have a, like, separate Gmail account.
Okay.
So, like, whichever website we visit, if
Yeah.
you want to test, like, how their emails are, we just have a separate Gmail account for that.
Okay.
We'll, like, we share that, we it as inspirational Gmail, inspirational email.
Okay.
So, like, if we ever want to, like, know what things are working, or what good brands are doing, so we just
Amazing.
log in into Jab Gmail, and we have a, like, that is an automated swipe file, we can say. So there you
Amazing.
have, like, different inspirations of email subject lines and all, which you can test. Later, what you need to do is you need to test really well. So we can't go with, like, you can't assume, because my taste might be different from the taste of my subscriber. So there I would need to test ki, like, okay, we have something in common. If not, then I'll have to test some other subject line, and test the numbers, and simply go ahead with which one is performing the best.
Yeah, so that's something, one amazing hack everyone can do. Even in fact, we have a fake Gmail ID just to collect emails and understand, collect subject lines. So that is something which, I mean, we have subscribed to. We have an apparel client, and we have subscribed to almost all the apparel clients. Now, what we do is every time
Right.
we get a mail, we copy the subject lines and we keep it in a Google sheet. So
Google
and
Sheet. Yeah.
the other day I was having a discussion with my email marketer, and I was telling her, like, 1 year you do exact same thing, and after 1 year you can have an ebook, 1,000 best subject lines for
1,000.
apparel brands, and you can start selling.
Yeah.
So this
And
is
that can
how
be a
the
good lead magnet.
yeah,
That can be a good lead magnet that we are
exactly,
having conversation
exactly.
earlier.
Yeah, this is
People will
how
share
the
email to
world is
get email
working.
subject lines.
Exactly, exactly, this is how the world is working. So you can actually
Yeah.
make productive of all these activities. So that is something which is amazing. So with that comes the last question of this whole session. Do you have any case studies which you have worked, and some like which made you think, okay, wow, this is something which have done. I've seen you posting a lot of case studies. So can you share one of the case studies which you think is an amazing thing which you guys have done?
Case studies, as if like I have seen, like emails have left me in awe many times in my career.
Yeah. Okay.
So when I started, we used to send emails for affiliate marketing campaigns, and
Uh-huh.
one single email which was less than 50 words used to make $1,000 to $1,500 in sale.
Oh, wow.
So like not exactly a case study, but it showed how powerful that can be. And
Okay.
with well coming into D2C marketing, one with the brands which we are working with. So
Mhm.
like commonly we are seeing around 25 to 20 to 30% of
Yeah.
their revenue being coming from emails.
Okay.
So that is a stat that leaves
That
us
is
in awe every time.
great, 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 great. So, one more question. Now, how do you design your emails? Like, do you just type the message, text, or do you design it? Do you like graphic design it, or do you use a template from the tool itself?
No, we generally don't use templates because, like, again, it's a personal taste. Because I am
Yeah.
also a designer, so
Yeah.
we hate templates. We like
Okay.
to do either we do it ourselves or we just send plain text emails.
Okay.
And we do both. Both, like many a times we stick to text emails because if your copy is strong, if
Mm-mm.
it is gripping, then you don't really need so much designs.
Mm-mm.
So, like in that case, we do it. Otherwise, people are preferring designs these days. We saw that
Okay.
brands prefer designs. So in
Okay.
that case, we simply use Canva or Figma or like sometimes Photoshop to
Okay.
like create basic designs. Nothing very flashy. Nothing like that. It's
Okay.
like all it matters is to pass on the message that
Great.
this is what we want to tell you. That we have a sale. Come along, explore the products. Simple,
Great.
done.
Yeah.
So minimum images, whatever it is, because the problem here is unlike social media where you can post high resolution images and higher the resolution, better the results. Here
Mm-hmm.
it is quite opposite. So you
Okay.
can't really use high resolution images. You can't send
Okay.
high resolution files. It affects your deliverability.
Okay.
So we stick to very minimal images, which just gets the job done for us.
I've seen a lot of people using GIFs also. I think GIFs is a
Yeah,
main
yeah,
strategy is to catch attention of
yeah.
the people.
Definitely. GIFs work really well.
Great, great, great. So with that, thank you so much, Aman. I mean, we are starting with this podcast, and we are happy that we have the best guest to start with. So I'm so much
Pleasure.
happy. Thank you so much for accepting my invitation. I mean, I've just made a quick message to you. I was not very formal to you because I thought, okay, Aman would take things very informally. So thank you so much for accepting in the first place. Thank you so much for
Pleasure.
all the
Thanks
things
for
you have
inviting me.
shared. Yeah,
Yeah.
because this will help a lot of people, and I can't wait to see this podcast going out. So with that, do you have any final words to the viewers?
Yeah. Like, yeah. Simply like when we are touched upon like email marketing, I was actually worried that I would talk less about emails and I would talk more about copywriting. Because
Okay.
email marketing is all about copywriting. There is nothing too fancy about email marketing. You can't do a lot of stuff if you
Yeah.
don't if you are unable to write better copies. So yeah, one thing I would like to say is just, yeah, get better with your copies, like write better copies and you will be successful no matter if you do email marketing or you do ad copyright, whatever it is. So get
Great.
better at copies, and eventually email marketing will also work out.
Great. Thank you so much, Aman, once again. So copywriting is something which everyone, I mean, I tell to a lot of people, like copywriting is something which everyone has to learn in digital marketing. There's not
Definitely.
something which you can avoid, because when you learn copywriting, you understand the human, the way they think and everything. So that actually
Exactly.
helps you as a marketer, because at the end of the day, as a
Right.
marketer, you need to understand the emotions which people carry.
Right.
So with that, yeah, thank you so much once again. Uh, to everyone else, this is just a beginning. Every week we'll be coming up with a lot of such amazing guests with the powerful content, with the content which you have never been getting from a lot of other places. So stay tuned to this channel. If you haven't subscribed to this particular channel, do subscribe and turn on the notification, guys. You cannot miss. We are just coming once in a week, and you cannot miss. You just have to turn on this podcast while you do, I mean, while you eat your breakfast. That's it. You're learning a lot of things. So with that, I'm concluding today's episode. Email marketing with the co-founder of Excellent Media, Aman Agarwal. For Harrison Co. Learn Harrison Co. The Strategist show will be continued every week. Thank you so much.